Because when I stand back here and don't move the camera up, you get a penis shot. That's great. I don't know if I should do this standing or sitting. It's kind of more of a serious video. We're probably gonna do this sitting. We're probably gonna do this right there. Yeah, we're doing that. Hey guys, it's Bryson, and today we're gonna talk about how to break up with someone. Because, there's a right way, there's a wrong way, and then there's a terribly wrong way. And I feel like I just did the terribly wrong way one. But we're gonna go with I'm a good guy. So, I've broken up with people. Let's count how many I have. Let's see, there's 1, 2. I've broken up with 3 people. I've dated more than that, so it's obvious that it's been both ways with me. I've had to deal with both turmoils. We're gonna talk about how I broke up with my ex, Zach, back in sophomore year of high school, which would have been, let's see, I graduated 3 years ago. That would have been 5 years ago. 5 fucking years ago. Like, are you serious? No, it'd be 6 technically, because this graduating year, like, it's already a school year. 6 years ago, when I broke up with my ex, Zach. I dated this guy because I, at the time, 1, was a girl, 2, was considered straight, and 3, was confused. I started dating him for 3 months. I mentioned him in my boyfriends and girlfriends video that I made. Basically, I broke up with him because I realized I like women, and at the same time, realized that I not only liked women, but I didn't want to be a woman. So I left him, and I did it in a very horrible way, okay? We dated for 3 months, and he used the word I love you, and I used it back even though I didn't feel the same way, and that's very horrible. Don't do that. No. Don't just say I love you too because somebody says I love you. You have to actually feel it, and you have to actually mean it, okay? Okay? Okay. So back to the topic. I broke up with him walking down to the school bus and talked with him about how it wasn't him, it was me. And I just don't feel we should be together anymore. I totally played the dude the entire relationship. Did I let him know that? No, of course not. Did he find out later? Yeah, when he tried to get back with me and I told him I was a lesbian. That's how awful of a person I am. Okay. So now we're going to talk about another breakup that I don't want to talk about because I regret this breakup more than anything in the fucking world. Like, I wish I was not that stupid. And this is only a couple months ago. Like, I really wish I was not that stupid that I did this. But I did. So we're gonna... Oh shit, I broke up with more people than I thought I have. So we're still gonna talk about this one because this one's next. I broke up with Alex next. Obviously there's a big gap in that time frame. Every other person I was dumped. So we're gonna go back to Alex. I broke up with her and I told her that the reason why I was breaking up with her was because of her. And the actual reason I broke up with her was because I thought I was still in love with Ashley now. That was a really stupid decision on my part. 1, I realize now I was not still in love with that person. I was just really, really, really confused and scared that what I had was very fragile and it needed to stop now before it became broken. I loved that girl to death. I fucking loved Alex. I still love her. I'm still in love with her. She knows this. And she's gonna watch this video because I just did the Snapchat thing. If you don't know what the Snapchat thing is, here's the Snapchat thing. So because I'm getting Snapchats saying what's in the video because I took a picture, I'm going to make it and then send the Snapchat to said person because why not? So you get to see that in this video. And to find out more about what's in the video, you're gonna have to watch the video when it's uploaded. So you'll find out then. And to find out more about what's in the video, you're gonna have... So I'm a terrible dude because I left her for somebody else, but I told her that's not the reason why, which she knew better, and yes, she was right. That's not the point. I then later on dated a guy, but I wouldn't really consider this dating because he didn't really date me. I still broke up with him so I could be in a polygamous relationship. And that didn't work out either, but I broke up with him. I was set up with him by someone living in the same house as me. I then broke up with him because I wanted to be in a relationship with the friend that set us up. I'm an asshole, guys, I'm sorry. So, but we're not really going to really mention this one too in depth because I don't really care about this one too much. It didn't really it wasn't a relationship really. It was like Facebook talking maybe every day, and it wasn't even every day. So, now we're going to go to the most recent breakup, and we're going to talk about this one specifically because it needs to be said. When we were dating, we dated for a little bit. We also said the words, "I love you." I shouldn't have said those words because I don't love her. So basically, I broke up with her because she broke up with me first. But I realized that I'm still in love with Alex, and that's the main reason. That's the main reason why I broke up with her, I think. I couldn't fall in love with someone else when I was already in love. She couldn't handle the long distance. We were literally an hour away. This being Joni, guys, just in case you were wondering. Yeah, that relationship ended. She told me she couldn't handle the relationship long distantly. And she told me that she wanted to leave and then told me she wanted to be with me still. And I think when she broke up with me at first, I was relieved. And then when she said she wanted to get back with me, I was a little hesitant to say no. So I said yes, and I ended up breaking up with her. I broke up with her because of the inconsistency, but again, I also broke up with her because I'm still in love with someone else, and I cannot fall in love with somebody if I'm already in love with somebody. It doesn't happen that way. You don't fall in love with somebody and fall out of love with somebody else at the same time. You have to fall out of love first. And that's a really hard thing to do, and that's a really difficult situation, but that's what's going on. So, how should you break up with someone? You should have a game plan. You should have a proper reason to break up with them. Do it in person. Don't do it over text message. Don't do it over Facebook. If you have no other choice, do it over the phone. But don't lie about why you're breaking up with them. Some people think that by lying, it hurts them less. It makes it easier. It's better to lie than to tell the truth that's more hurtful and that could upset them more. But that's not true, because when they find out that the lie is a lie, the amount of heartbreak becomes so much more. Don't follow in my footsteps on breaking up with people. I'm not good at breaking up with people. I never have been. Mainly why I get dumped is because what I do to get out of a relationship is make myself not wantable anymore. I change myself as a person to get out of the relationship because I don't know how to break up with someone. And if situations happen and I need to do it, I'm really bad at it. Honesty is the best policy. That's what they always say, right, guys? They always say, honesty is the best policy. But, in this case, it really is. It really is the best thing to do. Just be completely honest with them, tell them exactly why you're breaking up with them, and don't let them think that the reason why they're doing it is because of them. Because the amount of self-esteem issues you can place on a person because they think that something is wrong with them, and that's why you broke up with them, that's fucking horrible. Don't do that to someone. Do not make their self-esteem lower than what it might already be, because that's not what you're supposed to do. As a human being, you're not supposed to make somebody feel worse about themselves. People do it all the time, I understand that, but that's not really the point. The point is you're not supposed to continue that pattern. You be the different person. You be the person that changes the way we do things. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how your outlook is supposed to be. With all of that being said, the way to break up with somebody is just to tell them that you don't have the same feelings for them as you once did. And that it's not right anymore. You tell them if you found somebody different, that you found somebody new. you find that you're still in love with somebody else, you tell them that you're still in love with somebody else. But don't string out the relationship because breaking up with them will be hard. Some situations are different. Some situations are a little more difficult to end a relationship for. Whether you're living with them, you're working with them, you have a different state that you're in, you don't have a way back home, things like that. That can allow you to string out the relationship longer than it needs to be. But if you're thinking about breaking up with somebody, make sure to get those things prioritized first in your mind. Where you're gonna go, what job you're gonna go to, how you're gonna get back home, any of those things. Figure out how to do that first, and once you have it figured out, don't string it along anymore. Just end it. And with that being said, I feel like that is a perfect way to end this video. So guys, I'm breaking up with you. So, if you liked this video, you can give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. And my voice cracks. If you want to contact me for any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, questions, anything at all, I am more than happy to contact you, talk with you, interact with you. But you're gonna have to do it at my Tumblr, because that's where I get all my messages. I don't check these messages. I forget that this even has a messaging site. Like, I forget that there's messaging abilities here. So I don't suggest messaging me on here. You can leave me a comment on a video. I'll respond to it, because, like, I can see those easier. But, like, when it comes to a message, like, I forget that those even exist. So I'm on Tumblr 24/7. I check my inbox every day. I hardly ever have any questions in there. So if you want to get into contact me, that's the place to do it. When it comes to Facebook, I told you guys that if you got to know me more on Tumblr, I'll be more than happy to add you on Facebook. That is still true. Get into contact with me on Facebook, become friends with me, then I'll let you add me on Facebook. But, like, it's creepy. And with that being said, all of it wrapping up a little bit, I will see you guys.